As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's this day in history.
As we count down to America's 250th birthday next summer, we are sharing our We the People series here, the people, places, and things of the past that have shaped our country into what it is today. And today we are talking about Wheel of Fortune.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Which one?
There'll be a lot of them
There
in
are
this
a lot.
story.
I see it in the prompter.
At least one in every word. All right, let's take a look at it on this day, January 6th. Back in 1975, the game show Wheel of Fortune premiered on NBC. The show is still running today, making it one of the longest-running syndicated game shows in TV history. Wheel was created by Merv Griffin, a television legend who also created Jeopardy! Griffin had the idea to create a hangman-like game where contestants spin a wheel to figure out how much money they'd win for guessing a correct letter. If a contestant solved the puzzle, they would win any of the money they had earned that round. Wheel's popularity quickly grew, spawning famous phrases like,
I'd like to buy a vowel.
You can't have one. The show was originally hosted by Chuck Woolery and co-host Susan Stafford. Woolery would leave in 1981 and was replaced by the more recognizable face of Wheel, Pat Sajak. Vanna White would become the co-host a year later. Together, Sajak and White would host the show for decades before Sajak's retirement in 2024. Ryan Seacrest was chosen as his replacement and still hosts with Vanna White today. You can watch Wheel of Fortune, of course, right here on WMTV 15 every weeknight at 6:30. That's this day in history for January 6th. And I remember when Wheel began, you didn't really win the money. You had the money, but you'd go on a shopping spree. They'd have like a bunch of prizes that you would, if you had $5,000, you would go and each one had a price tag and you would buy them on the air.
50 years of Wheel of Fortune. For my money, there's no real reason to shut off the TV from our station from 4 until 6:30, right?
Right.
You got
That's what I do.
News and Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. It's quality television programming, Charlie.
And then right to bed for me.
Yeah, that's right. 7 o'clock comes around. We're calling it a day.